So I killed those snakes, but I also got way too carried away with some grinding. So I got Seth's Spirit Master all the way up so I could get sub-job specialty, and then I just wanted to finish that off. I switched him to Thief so I can maybe have another Godspeed Strike person, but I'm going to try to avoid spamming Godspeed with every party member. The main thing I'm probably going to want to do with him next is... I might have mentioned this before, but I want to get him Spearhead so we can equip him with a spear because Bastion is S rank with spear, and that'll make it so we can start with shielding everyone up and keeping our defenses high. That seems like a good idea to me. And then maybe I'll go to Salvemaker with him later so we can get thrust and parry. I might not do dual wield, but I think 15% is still a decent amount, even though 50 would obviously be a really good idea. But I figured like that stuff would probably be good on him. Gloria, I maxed out Arcanist for MP regen, obviously. Finished Beastmaster just because, and also gave her Beast Whisperer because I wanted to try to get some more monsters for that. And then I am getting her up in Dragoon because I thought maybe Full Force would be effective on the white magic, because I always basically do a Curaga on the full party, because usually they all need to be topped off. So applying spells or other abilities to multiple targets will increase their effect. I'm hoping that just means it will heal more with that. It seems like it would be pretty beneficial. And then after that, I don't know. I guess we could get the... was it? Convert MP would be okay. Hopefully she wouldn't be taking damage, but it could come in clutch if she needs it. I maybe would want to get the sub-job specialty one, potentially. Maybe one day I'll get Bard up all the way with her. Or with anyone, really. I ended up maxing out Phantom on Elvis, and I also really like his Shadow Pants. But I've been working on Salvemaker, because what I want to try to do, as far as a build for Elvis, because I wasn't really sure, is make him a Red Mage with a Oracle as the secondary. My idea is to focus on increasing the chance of inflicting status ailments, so we can take advantage of Nuisance with Red Mage. Oracle will be good because it has triple, which basically will give us all of the Black Mage magic. How much does that cost? 20 compared to 15? That's actually not too bad. Triple hits, more status ailment chance maybe. And then I did Phantom because I wanted to use rewarding results, which will be inflicting a status ailment on the target will be rewarded with an extra action. Now, obviously, status ailment probably would be more beneficial with results guaranteed, but I don't want to really put that as a main job just to get that and then have the, like, Red Mage as a secondary. So I want to just max out Salvemaker because we might as well, and then I'll start working on Oracle, or we could try Gambler as well. I forgot to mention, obviously, through this, Seth maxed out Pictomancer. He got extra co, alt status effects instigated by the user lasts a turn longer. Decent, but not like anything great. With Adelle, I just wanted to finish maxing out Berserker. And then I think I'm going to go with Bastion so we can get the critical flow. Performing a critical attack may cause BP to increase by 1. Now this, I was kind of like, okay, this will be fine. The may cause seems lame because there's a percentage chance, but we're going to have her be a Phantom as her main job, which has the results guaranteed, which should mean that we should just always get BP when we critical hit. And we should hopefully have a high critical hit chance. Also, Hellblade was maxed out on her, and she got Strength in Adversity. Taking damage equal to more than 25% of max HP will cause attack and defense to be increased by 10% for 3 turns. That seems okay, but I don't know, I'm not really too fond of it, because it says the, I think it basically means that the job we need to defeat Chaosis is now. The Abyss Worm is defeated. This is pleasing news. This one, at least, is pleasing or my mutterings. Next, I require the vanquishment of 3 Chaoses. These are foul creatures who employ darkness to either entrap their prey before killing it by agonizing degrees. Huh, he must have suffered so. Okay, well, I thought we were done with you, but I guess we'll just continue on. The thing with the Hellblade, I keep calling it Chaos Blade, but that's not correct, is that I considered that like the 25% chance would be good with the attacks that Hellblade has, but those only take 25% HP, where the specialty itself specifically says above 25%. So that's kind of lame, but whatever. I'm forever in your debt. Thanks to your efforts, I'm able to escape the situation free of punishment. You know, I'm reminded of a time when I was merely a boy, and the same thing occurred. My elder brother provided the cherry berries that saved me on this occasion. When our mother discovered what he had done, she was greatly upset, with much shouting. Heh, heh. Ah, fond memories. Alas, my brother was lost during the Adelle invasion. Ooh. But you are strangers and need not be bothered with my tragedies. Thank you once again, friends. May you be safe on the road ahead. There's a chance we could have been the ones that killed your brother. Like, consider that for a moment. I'm not gonna, like, lose sleep over it, but there's a good chance. Also, I played cards against everyone and everybody and everything and all the lords. And I mean that literally. The A rank has some people we actually know. We can fight, King Vernon, and we can fight, Galahand. Other than that, everyone else was just generic people, though. But I got most cards. I feel like the other ones that I'm missing are either going to be post-game, or maybe there is another city before we finish the game. But, yeah, I did pretty good, I'd say. She was as cheerful as ever, This is wonderful news. She always was the most happy, kind-hearted lady in all of Halcyonia. Though she barely knew me, she allowed me to stay with her the entire time while I visited the city. And while the foods we sampled together were wonderful indeed, it was her smile that was the most wonderful of all. The next person I would like you to visit... Oh, fuck you! I thought you only had the one! Is the friend in Savalon, but I warn you, this young lady is somewhat more timid than the last of my acquaintances you met. That's a little upsetting. It's fine. As it turns out, I believe there are actually a lot more quests for me to do, because when I went to some cities just to find cards, there were more people hanging out that I didn't talk to. I mean, geez, I think in Wiswald, Elvis had another thing to talk about, so we're going to do a lot of side quests. We are near the end of the game. I kind of expected they would be there. Part of them might have just been because I didn't even, like, finish the first part of the chain, possibly. For example, like, we had to do something with Elvis, I believe, in Wiswald still, once we were done with dealing with Adam. So potentially some of that might have been, once we did that, we just unlocked the next part of Elvis's thing. I don't really know, though. Hello, are you the pen pal? My friend in Holograd, she is worried about me. Oh, there's no need to worry, no need at all. But please, thanks her again for buying so many of my accessories as souvenirs. I will never forget her kindness. Or her sense of style. She always knew something about the latest trends, far more than I did. We did not spend much time together, but I treasure every minute. In fact, I think I will make a dress for her and deliver it myself. Please tell her to expect me soon. Okay. Gonna have to go to Rimdell. And I saw there was a person up here. Not you. Where was the person? Over there. They are despicable, unforgivable, antipathy. I will never forget those fiends for this injustice as long as I live. I demand vengeance, please, I beg you. You must do this for me. Those killer ants must die. Defeat some killer ants for some brave suits. You think that'll give us a brave point? I could have swore there was a item of some kind that starts you with 1 brave point. I could be wrong. Also, sadly, because I was trying to see, like, all people that were named to see if they had a card game to play. And again, there was only, like, really 2 people. And they were the A-rank ones. I think every town had an A-ranker, but, like, here it was just a guard by Prince Pollux. And then in Rhymedale, it was, like, just some old nun lady that was hanging out. But when I came here to check on you, you had a side quest and probably are going to have some dialogue. You can tell because it's taken a minute to load.
Greetings, and thank you once again for your aid in unmasking the assassin who hid amongst us.
Oh, I didn't really do a whole lot. It was more of a team effort.
You should say that when everyone's with you.
Was the inevitable result of our having allowed a dark truth to fester for too long. Throughout the history of Savalon, there have existed certain individuals possessed of secret powers. Individuals known as shadows.
You mean people
Dealing with
like
the League of
Gloria?
Assassins now?
Yeah. Disguising yourself as someone else is
What was
a
that,
pretty
like, head
impressive
shake,
trick.
Elvis? Like, you knew what
Indeed.
he's talking about.
And the use of such a trick for nefarious ends was inevitable, given the grievance that was allowed to remain unaddressed. I would ask for your aid in resolving this
We're gonna
matter.
just kill the League of
There is
Shadows?
a diary that I would like you to retrieve.
It's gonna be in
I
the place
hid
where the books are,
in
isn't
an
it?
abandoned mansion to keep
Oh,
it
I've been
from
to an
prying
abandoned
eyes.
mansion.
It contains the writings of the shadows themselves.
Say no more. We're on it.
I don't think it'll be a new one. Unless if it just, like, pops out of the sand itself. Holy dagger, though. That's neat. I just really wished your cell was closer. Or, again, that you didn't just stay in a cell and... We're just by where Prince Pollux is. I did reach S rank with the card game. And I only found one person, which was like a little kid in Wiswald, in like the slum section that was S rank. And like, I think the main thing with the rankings in the card game is just that the opponents have a more balanced deck. And I don't really remember any in particular. Like, I mean, more thought out, I guess, instead of balanced. The only one I can think of that I remembered is one that randomly fortifies a couple of cards, which means that they have to take double hits before they get destroyed on the field. And then another card that they place down after the fact that poisons all fortified cards. So, like, because it randomly fortifies my cards a lot. And then they can poison it after that, which is, like, a decent kind of... I have to kill, like, you guys? Basic bitch ants? So, like, that was kind of a cool synergy thing. Frankly, I haven't... Oh, well, I mean, there's 6 here, so that's going to be pretty simple. It's just Sonic Thrust real quick. I'm surprised that didn't kill. I'm gonna just wait, and I'm gonna do a level slash, even though that's a little too much effort. How many do we have to kill? Because that was like 6 right there. Oh. 30. Dude must really hate his killer ants. Okay, let's see about putting a different quest on. I mean, Brave Suit's gonna be good. I'll do that before we leave, but that's definitely not gonna be record it at the moment. Just gonna hang out with ants for a bit. Yeah, that should be the abandoned mansion where we fought the vase. I want all the cool gear. It's weird having these missions that are like bringing us back to these places, although I can imagine that the Shadow League one is probably going to lead to some tough fights when the other Shadow people show up. Also, speaking of tweak your settings from the load screen there, I didn't see it until I was kind of fiddling around with the options. But I could have removed the top right menu options that say like, oh, this is how you skip cutscenes or stop autoplay. There was an option to just remove those entirely in the cutscene, so I did that. I know it's very late in the game. I don't think they were that intrusive, but it would have been nice if I had known that they were gone. Oh, shoot. I need to... Oh, no, I'm good. I went the right way. I know, like, this down path here, I had to go, like, where that glowy cube is. I had to go up the stairs from the, oh, that was the enemy. That was a dangerous enemy, wasn't it? I had to go up the stairs from the lobby to get the chests that were down that way, so I wasn't sure if that's where I need to be. Ooh, you're pretty slick looking, and you stopped almost everyone. Does Basuna work on this? No, I don't think I have any other options either. Formulations. This is actually a bit easier than I thought it is. Well, better than I thought it would be. With compounding, you just choose your first option, and then you can look at your second, and it'll tell you what it does. Although it's not entirely entirely clear. Like, you can assume Turbo Ether is like a really good ether. Squib, I would assume... Actually, I really don't know. Like, I wish it would give you a bit more of a broad results, but it's fine. Do we have a cure stop kind of wide effect? Because that would be helpful. Poison... I probably really need to get a lot of cure items. Also, in the shop, we can get elixirs now, but they cost a lot of money. Does not seem I have any of these options. It would have been helpful. I don't know why I didn't, I'm just surprised I don't have anything. I don't know why Elvis was the only one that didn't get hit there. Guess we're gonna just wait it out.
Time to play my trump cards.
Actually, we can survey. Weak to dark and knife isn't too bad. From a powerful physical attack that can penetrate target's default. He's defaulting right now, so I guess we'll aim on.
Let me at him.
I don't got... Alright, I'm gonna rampart, although I would imagine... I think these guys usually have... magic more than they have defense. Not defense. More than they have, heal and amount of HP, thunder thrust, I have options.
Come and get it.
Adele's going way too slow right now. Could try stealing.
Let's try that again.
Nothing to steal.
It's time to get serious.
Alright, now it's time to get serious. Counter hit. Physical's cool, and missing is cool. I love missing so much. It's so fun. I know, like, the thing is, most of the time you don't have to worry about missing, and then all of a sudden it's like, oops, here it is. One problem is, I really wasn't ready for this. Should I just leave? We barely did any damage to it. I wouldn't mind just trying again.
Wait to take a step back. Let me at him.
I don't really have options here. They're weak to dagger and dark. Just regular attacks, I guess. Damn! That did nothing.
Want to see what I can really do?
Heartbreaker. Charmed enemies.
You ready for this?
I can get a counter there.
Time to play
That was
my
cool.
trump cards.
Appreciate it.
Come and get it.
Let's just use our ether right now.
Want to see what I can really
Yeah,
do?
you know what? Honestly, can we... We're not even allowed to leave. This fight just... It seems like it's gonna be a pain if I don't leave and get, like, something better going. I ended up actually dying again after a actual attempt because the scary demon has a comet or meteor, one of those, which is multi-hits, and basically kills everyone in one shot, so that's a bit of a problem. But I have a new game plan. So, Seth, Gloria, and Adelle have Sands of Time on, which protects us from stop. I didn't have enough for Elvis, and I'm not going back for more, so I'm not going to bother with that. Sub-jobs, I switched Seth to Spirit Master because I'm going to have him do Regeneration and Health Bringer. I have Gloria as Oracle because I'm planning on having her reflect so that the comets can't actually hurt us. Because they're still considered spells, I believe. Non-elemental magic attacks. So they should be reflected, and that should help us a lot. And then, because of Reflect, we're not going to be able to use White Mage, so we're going to actually have Elvis use some heavy lifting with Salve Maker. And then we are also gonna just, if we need extra damage, we can do Doomsday since it's weak to dark. And then Adelle's just doing what Adelle does. She's gonna do big damage with Godspeed, and hopefully that'll be effective. Ability-wise, I think they all just have MP help stuff, and then I put Bloody Minded on Adelle so that she can always hit. So hopefully this will go a little bit better. It's a real annoyance just when they get BP up at all, because then they can just full wipe with one solid like 4-hit BP thing. It's real annoying. I don't like it. So we are gonna set up those reflects. I'm gonna not have. I'm not gonna have Seth. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna risk Healthbringer. Yeah, okay, because I figured that probably can't be reflected, but I think setting up Regenerator would. So we'll try to avoid that. I also kind of want to see if the stat downs get reflected back. It kind of looks like they do.
Come and get it.
Yeah, that's great. So that should be fine. The only issue is Gloria not getting,
We need something extra here.
Devotion gets reflected. That's a problem.
Going to see what I can really do.
Seems kind of like we have enough time to, Alright, two things I want to do here is survey, compound a Giga Potion. Besides Devotion, it seems like just having those reflects up is really going to be a lifesaver. Good thing is, too, right now, we can set up some... Do I want to set up anything, really? I don't think it's worth actually regenerating, so... How many of these can I do? I think 3. Devo, I can only do 2. Do a Devotion. Maybe just do Spiritbringer. And now we can set up our Reflex again. I don't know why I went past Gloria there.
A little magical assistance. A little magical assistance.
That was a close one, eh?
The physical attacks is the problem there,
Time to play my trump
but I think
cards.
that's kind of okay.
Why?
We'll revive. I want to make an ether.
Aye, this should do it.
I live to fight another
God, the
day.
reflex do go down a little too quick.
This will set you up. Make me a little bit. That's not fair.
Come and get it.
I mean, this is going better than it did for me before, so that's fine. The Spiritbringer is still around, although I don't know if that actually is as worth it as I hoped it would be. I almost feel like Devotion's not even worth it. We'll try regenerating.
We need something extra here. There it is.
Damn, I was really hoping that stop didn't actually take effect there.
Prepare to meet your maker.
I need to be careful now because I moved around my cursors like an idiot.
Lend us your power.
You can see, though, the problem with speed.
Want to see what I can really
Because Elvis, I think because Elvis was stopped, he didn't actually lose Reflect as soon as he could have. But because Seth was faster, he lost it very quick. So, like, that's annoying, and I'm not a fan of it. I'm gonna just go with a wide heal, and I'm gonna compound another ether. Turbo seemed pretty good. I don't know how much it really gets. Not as good as I hoped.
Let me at him.
Gonna go twice on you. Do a devotion so we can get max. And maybe just help. Well, I feel like if he does physical attacks, it's just gonna outright kill us. My problem is I don't think Spirit Bringer does enough to be worth it because Seth dies too quick.
You are about to witness my
I don't know. I mean, I think the plan is working.
Spirits protect us. Magical assistance. Protect us. Magical assistance.
Too bad I think he's immune to stop, which, I mean, whatever, but the reflect would work a bit better if it wasn't the case. Also, though, those counters are actually helping a bit because of the way they work.
Time to play my trump cards.
I'm just gonna have to go with the regular revive.
This'll help.
Sorry to be a pain.
Come and get it.
Pretty close. I'm trying to think what would be the best thing. Go twice. Devotion. Re-raise.
Something extra here. Need more power.
See, this is the problem right here. That attack is what killed me last time.
Prepare to meet your maker.
So the thing that sucks here, I'm gonna have to just go with it though. What I want it to do, where's reflect? There it is. What I want to do is I think Elvis has the thing where I can gain BP by spending money.
Want to see what
I wanted to use that. I actually only need to do it once. I should be good because I just need to, just in case, we'll widen, heal everyone, and then I have BP tonic. BP by 1 and administer to target. Give that to Adelle. She should be able to attack next turn. Sadly, I don't have enough MP. I didn't consider that, which blows, but let's just try to do the best we can. Because I would like to not do this fight again. So as long as we survive, we should be fine. Nothing like this is really gonna help, is it? Healthbringers, save us! We just need you to... Wait, are you stopped? I thought I saw stop on you. Actually, let's go nuts. What we'll do is make sure we're alive by just re-raising everyone. So I would like them to all have experience from this fight, obviously. So if he doesn't die, or if someone else dies like that, then I had a backup plan. That's thinking smart.
This
Alright.
feels good.
Feels great. We got all that done. That was alright.
Hey!
And BP depleter would also have been nice. If I had remembered the MP thing, that would have been easier as well. No one has White Mage, of course, that's the problem. You didn't really need Arcanist, and in a pinch it probably would have been better to have White Mage on you. But we're good. We are done with Adelle as a Berserker, so I'm going to go with Bastion so we can get critical flow. I don't really... I don't know if I want dual wield. I'm going to try something too. Can you equip that? Yeah, go with the big weapon. I bought a bunch of weapons also from the... I like that you were using the hammer, though. I bought a bunch of weapons from the store. Alright, there we go. Double spear, double the fun. Those are all S rank. So that's fine. I'd rather have her just do damage. Also, I'm surprised you have black coil on. Can I put ninja garb on you? That'll still raise my speed enough. I don't care too much about defense. I just want it to make her fast. Like lightning. This didn't overload me, right? It would tell me the equipment, I think. Okay, so Adelle will get that up. Everyone else is still working their way up. Alright. Worked well enough. Maya's diary. Was that Marla? I know Marla had the other name before she changed it to Marla. I think that was Marla. When my beloved father told me the truth, I could scarcely believe it. To think that our family harbored such a secret. He informed me that we are charged with a special mission, one we had long carried out for the sake of our kingdom. Unbeknownst to the outside world, we had successfully prevented any number of crises that would have consumed the land. Our forebears may have stained their hand with blood, but it was always for the greater good. Those were my father's words. He sought my forgiveness for having forced this burden upon me, but in truth I did not resent it. What I felt was a powerful bond with all those who had gone before me. I was glad. But when the kingdom we had served so long fell on hard times, that wretch Bernard was welcomed and my father murdered. I despise them all. Hypocrites, traitors, punks. I despise them for using our family when it suited them and then discarding us. I despise them for not protecting my father, a man who lived to serve his realm. I despise everything about this accursed place. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it! I burn with the desire for vengeance. Alas, it is not yet time. But there will come a day when they will pay for what they have done. Until then, I will remain concealed. I will use the arts of deception my father schooled me in, and I will discard the name I was born with. I am no longer Maya. I have no use for her now. I need only bide my time. We got a diary. We gotta go back to Drummond now. I appreciate when I can, like, form a game plan like that, and it actually works out. I still feel bad a little bit for using Godspeed as a, I would say, a crutch, but it seems like, I mean, I tried attacking with Gloria and it wasn't really a lot of damage. Maybe I wasn't using appropriate moves, like I could have tried using jump. But if I'm gonna have someone whose main goal is DPS, of course I'm gonna go for the most heavy-hitting move. So, like, as much as I kind of feel bad for it, the alternative is sitting there for a long time and maybe even still having difficulties with the fight, because then it's a matter of attrition and losing a lot of the MP that I needed to keep myself afloat. Alright, that was cactus milk. So, before we go and turn in that quest, I guess I'm gonna kill a bunch of spiders, because that kid has a real issue with spiders. Not spiders, ants. Ants are different than spiders.
We've got the upper hand, guys.
This should be the last one. Sadly, these guys are immune to Earth, and my spear is Earth Spear. So I had to start using magic. Also, sadly, I had like 3 left that I had to kill, and I kept running into encounters that only had 1 ant at a time. I was desperate so much for the 6th ant encounter, but we did it. At night? Why? I don't understand why the game's like this. I'm gonna just sit here and wait till it's nighttime. This brave suit better be brave. I'm gonna wait till the lantern comes out, because I'm not positive if the in-between counts as anything. I also killed some wiki, so I got big job point orbs, which was neat. Gave me big level ups real quick there. Alright, boys over here. I'm hoping that just getting that note was the end of the other quest. You did it! Praise be! Vengeance is mine! Yahaha! May this be the last time a killer ant ever eats a delicious slice of cake that someone has set aside for their afternoon's tea. Great. Hilarious. I want to double check. I think it might actually be the time of day that determines whether or not some quests are available. But for now, I'm just going to do what I see and not worry about double checking. I do want to see that thing we got, though. There it is. Brave point +1 at start of battle. Literally emits an air of courage. Literally. It's pretty good. How much other stats does it have? It's not quite a defensive one. Well, I don't know. It's defensive enough. Adds chance of being targeted. I don't know if I want to put that on instead of, like, big armor. But, like, you know, the option of starting with 1 brave point is pretty stellar. So I'm glad we got that at least. Okay, I mean, I would hate to have to keep going back and forth because he's like, oh, I know of another book location. Are you prepared for the book? Let me talk to you.
Well, did you find it?
I think so. This is it, right?
Yes, this is it. It was placed in my chambers by an unknown hand after Lord Lupus's untimely demise. I now believe that it was put there by Maya. Tell me, what did you feel when you read the words written herein?
I guess I felt, I don't know, a strong desire for revenge.
Didn't she basically
Yes,
write that?
That is
Like that was her
certainly a sentiment
synopsis?
present in the text. But personally, I feel something else more strongly. A sense of duty to a father gone too soon. A fierce and unstinting love.
Huh.
What else could have driven a bitterness so profound, so all-consuming? It is the great shame of my tenure as record-keeper that certain events occurring in the shadows were allowed to remain unwritten. It is no exaggeration to say that this omission was the cause of all that befell us. I am fully aware that no amount of hand-wringing will help us at this late stage. And yet...
We get some asterisks.
Whoa.
Keep forgetting it's the book that actually shows us the past. I know it's because it, like, probably interacts with the asterisk itself, but... I forget about it, is all I'm
Come,
saying.
Dromed. You have suffered enough. Stop punishing yourself and return to us. If for no other reason than your health, such confinement cannot be good for you.
Thank you for your kind words, Lady Siglus. But my crimes are grave and many. I failed to stop Prince Castor. I was complicit in the concealment of King Orion's death. I must take responsibility for our nation's subsequent descent into chaos. I would argue that my imprisonment is, if anything, not nearly punishment enough for my crimes.
Then why remain here? Why not take up your pen again for the sake of the realm? Write of the lies that were propagated, the truths that were concealed. The servants of the realm whose names were blackened needlessly.
Of whom exactly do you speak?
And if you cannot, perhaps you might at least have the decency to end this farce.
What? Lady Cygnus?
It's a weird looking knife. It's like a Lego knife. It was very thick. Maybe it wasn't a knife at all.
Of course. Now I understand. When she spoke of those whose names were blackened needlessly, of truths that were concealed, I see now what she meant. She was right. I must take up my pen again. That which was hidden must be recorded.
Does that mean you're coming out of your cell?
Just dude,
No.
stop being here.
My debt to society is far from paid. but I will do what I am able to from behind.
It's not
these
even
walls.
locked. He can walk out anytime he wants.
I will not be needing this. Here, there will be no easy way out for me. The path I walk is a harder one. But in
Is that the
walking
reward
it,
I get? The, what was it,
in
holy
setting
knife?
down this great weight,
Filled with holes.
perhaps
Probably just
I
has like
might
light
begin
damage
to
attached to
serve
it.
the realm again.
Holy dagger. I can't believe that was a 4-star rating, because that monster was a bit tough. Oh, he can be played with! I just had to beat the quest! What is he, S rank? Oh, he's S rank! He has cards! Alright, let's party chat. I might actually play him just to see what he has. And to show my cards. It's crazy to think that Marla murdered those elders out of duty to her father. None of it would have happened if he'd not got caught up in the whole mess, poor fella. It's a tragedy, right enough. So she wanted revenge on the nation that framed her father and drove him to his death. And who can blame her? He was all she had left after her mum died. And she clearly idolized him, judging by the diary of hers. They'd probably have had a nice happy life together if it hadn't been for the rotters who set him up. They were, like, born into an assassin family, though, so maybe not the nicest life. At least the existence of this diary provides a means by which Lupus's reputation can be restored. Yeah, I'm glad Drawmid's on the case. I'm sure he'll set the record straight. He will. He takes his duty very seriously indeed. And so he should. People's fates depend on it, not to mention the kingdom's. It just goes to show how important it is to keep accurate records, eh? Can I just say how much I love Elvis's hat as a salve maker? Managing my own record when it comes to keeping a diary is 3 days. Oh, come on, you've got to try harder than that. Aim for 10 days at least. No, a year, surely. It is the least that can be expected. Let me, save, though, before I worry about, playing cards. I have lost games, but it seems like it's just a hassle, because you have to go and get your card back from other people. Oh, this also is no keepsy, so I'm fine with this. We will do battle. Because if you lose, you basically get like a roulette wheel that will choose a card that will take from you, and then you have to go back to the person that had the card and just get it back. So it's like I would have to play again to get enough points. Anyways, I haven't changed this deck too much. Martha's pretty good because she'll randomly take up a space. So I obviously want to start with her. Opponent's turn. And then... Okay, that's a little bit of an annoying card. I'm gonna put you here. And I've just stuck with, like, beasts and insects. In some kind of sick irony, so this is what Martha does, which is pretty good. In some kind of sick irony, I got Jormungarder as a card, which will allow me to take up big space. So this is basically all I do is I set these guys up. So now my beasts and insects are strong. Obviously, I have to kind of determine what spots I want to go to, but it's fine. Martha's doing what Martha does. So insects are weaker now because of that Lily card, which has been kind of annoying, but I should be fine, I think. Not so fine. I should be fine, I think. Because you are going here, my big boy. I think maybe I don't have the best cards because they should most likely take up more space. Like, I think having cards where the squares they take up are farther apart is the better option. But, I mean, this has been working pretty well for me. Like, we took a lot of that. And maybe you can say just keep getting lucky. I'm fine with that. But it, I don't know, it's pretty straightforward. Alright, Catablown is something I don't have. You I don't have. I also was just fighting the kid a bunch, the S-rank kid, because he had, if you saw the result screen, it, gives you a bonus because they're S-rank opponents. So I collected all of the kids' cards, and now I'm able to choose their, change rules, and add some more, like, points I can easily get from the card game itself. So it was pretty easy to get a lot of points, so that was good because I was able to get 3 cards there. So maybe there's not an extra town, maybe it's just that once I complete quests I can find the S-rank people. Like, funnily enough, I came here to see Dromid because I thought maybe he would be able to play cards. And then I saw the side quest and was like, damn, guess I have to do that. But I guess I was right about the cards in the long run.